Give me a second to find this and share it out. My feed I just did got cut off, so hopefully this one goes a little bit better. I'm trying to stay real grounded. It's always really hard to do feeds during these geostorms. I had a hard time last time too. I'm sharing my feed out. Make sure you guys do the same. I give away activation off of every video. If you're not catching me live and you're catching me on replay, it's still cool. You can still try to win. I don't find the person until at least the next day. Make sure you guys share this feed out too. I always need your help because I'm always banned to any groups that are not my own from sharing. I'm loving these cards. This will only be the third time I'm using them on this feed, but they're amazing Ascension cards I'm going to be using. So make sure you guys drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm just finishing sharing the feed out. I always love these kind of energy storms. I know I had to tell my boyfriend that probably like 90% of people are feeling Ascension symptoms on some level. It could just be like flu-like symptoms, a little bit more tired, achy, purge symptoms of all kinds, headaches, lethargia. On some level, you guys are all feeling this storm and it is affecting you guys. So we'll talk a little bit about the space storm, and I want to talk about the energies coming up and what to expect for the end of this month as well. So go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. Share this feed out. I'm loving the energies, but I went through my purge last week. I always kind of go through it a little bit ahead of time just because of my job as a healer so that I'm cleared and okay to be doing my mission. So I was really feeling these upgrades too. What is happening is this energy is very unstable today. That it really does crazy things to the Earth's magnetics when we have geomagnetic energies, and it really affects the sun, the moon, and the Earth. And on some level, these detox symptoms are really all purge symptoms. So humanity is being purified right now on every level. These energies are putting people into a state of more awakeness, into more lucidity as well. They're affecting our brain waves, and they're breaking down a lot of negative programming. So we're getting ready for a Venus retrograde, and that's going to have profound influences on how people love, as well as the relationships around us and connections. Our next full moon is in Taurus, and I'm a Taurus, so I'm really looking forward to this energy. I am someone who's very Venus ruled as that sign. Any of the control dramas around us are going to have to go. Those could be relationships with your family, lovers, friends, just people that you know. There's a lot of control drama type of relationships. And we're seeking this deeper liberation. We have to let go of the people that are bad for our souls. But we also have to let go of the chemicals that we're putting into our body. Because, you know, there's a lot of toxins and poisons being introduced throughout humanity. So now is time to take an inventory of your life and let go of anything that is poisoning your body and your soul. And as these energies are going to progress this week, you're going to become more and more chemically sensitive as well. So you're going to become more sensitive to the toxins on your food, to having better foods, to taking better care of your body. You're just probably not going to be craving the same foods after a while. Once you're doing this ascension process long enough, you're going to want to eat healthier foods that are better for your body and better for energy and things like that. So we're going through this transformation. We're making really big shifts where if you look at the numbers of the people in America or worldwide that are on depression and anxiety medications or some type of psychotropic drug, the numbers are astronomical. There's a lot of depression. That is being disconnected from who you are and from yourself and from consciousness. We see a lot of suicide. That's the ultimate separateness and disconnection. So we're seeing a lot of these spiritual things surfacing. And, you know, we went through a lot of traumas and a lot of negative and positive experiences to get where we are right now today. We had a lot of very hard lessons. There are things that can really affect you on a soul level. in this dimension. So people who had a lot of trauma as children, sexual abuse, just, you know, cold parents, whatever it was. I say the whole planet went through some type of trauma as a kid anyway, right? Like, I joke around with my boyfriend, like, everyone's traumatized. But those type of things disconnect us. They allow us to become colder to our situations and the people around us. So on some level, humanity has become very disconnected at this point. Disconnected from the spiritual, disconnected from the higher dimensions, and disconnected from themselves and knowing who they are. And people are very lost in this ego role. You know, the person that they told you are meant to be, the role that you're playing this life. And they're not understanding the interconnectedness of everyone and everything. So with this energy, you're going to be feeling more and more empathic. I know you're very empathic already. You're going to become more and more sensitive to the people around you, their emotions, their energy, how they make you feel. You're just going to be taking on energy on all new levels, and things are just going to continue to intensify. We're coming back into our abilities and our spiritual gifts with these energies. It's really doing powerful things to our bodies and our minds on subconscious levels. But we really need to be cautious and aware that if you are choosing to hold on to toxic people around you, such as your family members, a lot of people will be like, I can't get rid of my mom. I can't get rid of my friend. I can't get rid of my sibling. But if you are choosing to hold on to the people from your past lessons that are not good for you, it's going to keep you stuck where you're at on your timeline. We don't realize how we're merging realities with everyone around us that we're interacting with on some level. So it might be a really good time to assess where you're at on your timeline, because there's a lot of timelines right now that are falling in and creating around us, and we really need to move forward on our paths, you know, in this journey to oneness on some level. And we need to let go of the people that are toxic for us. You know, someone could be really good for you and toxic for me to be around. Different energetic components, right? I have some people I can't be around. They're very toxic for me, but, you know, maybe some of my friends could be. So let go of the people that are toxic for your energy. Let go of the people that make you think negatively when you're around them. It's like it's contagious, these spiritual things, right? It's like someone starts to come to you and they start to, you know, talk about negativity and drama, and it's almost like contagious. You'll start to think about it, right? We have to be very careful with our thoughts during this time. So get rid of the people in your life that are causing drama or separation or just not on their spiritual path. At some point, you're only going to be able to vibe with the people that are working on themselves spiritually anyway. I feel like that's the place that I'm at. I can really only be around the awakened who are really working on themselves, because, you know, it's really just a waste of energy for me to be trying to help people that aren't going to help themselves on some level. So I have to be at least putting my energy into the people that want to change instead of going around, you know, pouring it into people who won't change. I'm going to do my little ad right here. Hopefully my video isn't cutting out too. I'm trying to ground the feed in the violet flame. So I'm setting out a lot of spiritual energy here today on this feed. It's crazy. I'm vibrating like insane. I'm feeling amazing. I'm in bliss. I'm manifesting big things. I'm doing good with my mission. And it feels amazing. So get outside if you guys aren't feeling the energy. Go put your feet outside. Go stand outside barefoot. Go sit on your grass. Get out into nature. Drink more water if you're feeling ascension symptoms. It will really help move the energy. And I had to tell my boyfriend this morning, don't look at those ascension symptoms as a negative thing. That's stuck energy that is clearing and moving. So, you know, it's temporary. It's not negative. It's very divine, actually, I told him. He's like, this must be so bad. I'm purging so bad and sick. And I'm like, no, it's divine. It really is. It is stuck energy clearing. You're getting ready for, you know, your journey, and you're going to feel a lot better afterwards. So it's temporary. Toxins are purging out. Any darkness is coming to the surface on a soul level, and it will be filtered out through your body. This is a very physical process as well on a soul level. Alright, if you guys need me, I need business page I need video ideas to my business page. Just hit up my business page if you guys have any good ideas. You know, everything is spiritual to me, and I'm interested in pretty much everything around here. If you guys didn't get a card, my readings work much different. I do past life readings as well as the now and future probabilities. You guys can just set up anything on my site. You guys should be checking out my Reiki classes if you haven't been Reiki attuned, and my activations. I'm getting ready to do crazy mission things again. I'm always doing like crazy stuff lately on my little journey. So I'm back to manifesting impossible things. So definitely come check my site out. Get an activation. It's an amazing time to do some energy work. Let's see. Debbie Christina. Play. This is my theme lately. I'm trying to learn how to play. I'm doing a lot of work with the fairies as well, and they definitely like to play and have a sense of humor. So I'm really working on that, because as a starseed, I'm much too serious most of the time. We need to learn how to play. We need to learn how to view the world as a kid would, and to always be in awe and in bliss and excited about things. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Yes, starseeds tend to be way too serious about things. The universe aligns with bliss and excitement. So we need to stay excited. We need to have fun. Work on your third eye too. Brianni Green. Awakening. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being. Integration. And we really are integrating a lot energetically fast. And we really are getting upgraded as fast as our bodies can handle it right now. I told my boyfriend I'm glad, because then, you know, the rest of the world might suddenly wake up and become aware that something huge is occurring all around us right now, like on insane levels. And a lot of people are still lost in that illusion of separateness and not even realizing that there's serious things happening on this planet energetically during this time, and it's so important just right now. Nothing's ever been more important than any of this, and a lot of people are oblivious to what is happening around them, so they're going to have a harder time. At least I'm consciously aware of these energy shifts. I know what's coming. I'm prepared. You guys do too, because I get on camera and I tell you next week, blah, blah, blah. So you guys are aware, you're awake, and you're consciously, you know, more aware of what's going on. A lot of people have no idea that there's anything happening outside of that material prison planet world. And so they're going to have a harder time assimilating these energies, because they're not going to be resting up. They're not going to be meditating. They're not going to be, you know, eating good foods. They're still doing the same stuff. So at least we are at a better place, because we're more aware of the energy shifts that we're going through and how they're affecting our bodies. Deep pitch. Oh yeah, I know we're all really gifted right now, because trust me, I see the people around me and I'm always in awe. Like, I am always just so grateful for my journey and how I can play a part in all this. But we're just beginning to see what we're going to be able to do, because, you know, we're getting changed on a DNA cellular level, and, you know, we're just going through this process, and we have a long way to go in terms of where our bodies are headed and what they're changing to and what we're going to be capable of. It's just so mind-blowing. So I know we're really gifted right now, but we're going to be very gifted, and just realizing what we can do. We have this infinite potential that we're just beginning to explore, really. D. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I put up a post this morning. I'm sorry, you're not going to do ascension alone. I know, if you think you're going to ascend alone, that just sounds a little like separation. And oneness exists right past that duality. I said on my post that you're going to need to do this with other people. A lot of people come back together with the ones that they love, either romantically or their soul family, and you do this ascension as a group. You're going to do it together. You're going to come back to oneness. So a lot of people are trying to do this ascension process while staying in a state of separation. We need to connect deeply. We need to come back to the oneness and the alignment with everything around us. Dylan Rose. Warrior. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Yeah, we always let fear hold us back. I was trying to make these crazy shifts in my own life, and a lot of people were projecting their fears on me. What if it goes so much worse than you anticipated? I had to say, what happens if it goes a million times better than I planned, right? When we think of a plan, we're fast to say, what if it goes wrong? We're trying to think what we want to do with our lives. What if it doesn't work? What if it goes wrong? Why are we not thinking, what if we do this and it goes a billion times better than you could have even imagined? And that's usually how it works out around here, I've noticed. It usually does go better if things are falling apart or you're getting blocked. That's the universe protecting you. Like, my friend couldn't go do this trip with me, and then it turns out there was like a real good reason why. It was the universe protecting her, clearly. So if you're getting blocked or stuck on your path, just know the universe is keeping you out of harm's way too. So we tend to misread these things. Things are going to go a million times better than any of us could even imagine. Belinda Thompson. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contract, and past lives. That's everything I'm about. This energy coming up too with this Venus retrograde. I'm also Taurus. I'm Venus ruled. I'm ready for it now because you guys know I do a lot of past life work. Work with timelines, either like future probabilities, past timelines. I'm really adept with soul contracts. And, you know, any type of Akashic work regarding past lives. It's just like my area of expertise. And I'm real into soul retrieval. And I'm taking this class as well right now on soul body fusion. I'm almost done with it and getting certified. So I'm going to do a feed like tomorrow or the next day talking about soul fusion and how we can recover those lost soul aspects and become more whole in the now, because it's really affecting a lot of the stuff that's going on here with, you know, people falling into addiction and depression and things like that. They're becoming disconnected from their higher selves on some level. And it's just so prevalent. So it's everything I am about. We came here to liberate. We had to clear these contracts, number one, with the people that we were learning with, namely your family, anyone you've had lessons with. It could have been ex-partners, your family. Just take an inventory. Who were you learning with this life? Who do you not want to be around? That's another question, right? Just take a look at whoever you learned with in any of your lessons, just a little glimmer, right? Who do you not want to ever see on that list? Okay, perfect. Let's start there. You might need to do a little more clearing with those situations. Now, I always say, don't go call up the toxic person. It's not AA. Do not call this person, okay? You're going to do this with yourself. So if you guys feel that you may have unresolved karma from any of your past experiences or your past lessons, make sure that you have a little chat with yourself and that you just say that you have, you know, outgrown those lessons and you forgive that person and yourself. You know, you guys just came here to learn. You know, some of these lessons didn't go so good. In my own life, too. Like, they just didn't go so good. Maybe I just wasn't vibing with people. We just weren't learning so great together. But we did the best we could here. So just really release these people because you're releasing yourself. We don't want to come back to another life, another cycle, because it's so important right now that this cycle is ending. You would have to do a whole nother cycle and you would get trapped in it. So make sure that you guys are letting go of anyone that you need to forgive, because you're just forgiving yourself. Any awful stuff that happened to you is just a glimmer of your past lives. It has more to do with you than you've ever thought. So in forgiving this person, you're forgiving yourself from anything that you may have done to cause similar actions. More forgiveness, more soul contract clearing, more past life work, more soul retrieval. Themes around here for the next 2 weeks I'll be talking about. Brittany Duncan, perfect. Can you share my feed out? I'm banned everywhere, namely Lightworker live feeds. Brittany, break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, in healing ourselves now, we are rewriting everything about our past and our future. It's so powerful. So, you know, Brittany, I've already gave her a shout out on my earlier feed. She's doing so much healing work, and I'm just so proud of her. And just her photos light everyone up and activate them, just putting them on the Facebook feed. It's just so amazing to watch. And we're doing a lot to untangle ourselves and just start over with love. It's very powerful. She has mastered the idea of using love to level up like me, and I love that about her, that we had to use love in our spiritual path to elevate higher in whatever regard energetically, and it's just amazing to see. Sacred marriages are going to start happening all over. Stacy Veld. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. Yeah, it's a big theme. I am going to be playing Ascension School today, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll be here for my site, but I'm going to kind of unplug with this energy, and I'll be studying and doing my classwork and things like that. So rest more, unplug if you can, more salt baths, more time alone. For the people that are holding on to the timelines or the situations that they are in now out of fear, like a lot of people have. I can't leave my husband, I'll take my house and my kids. I get that all the time. I can't do this might go bad. You guys need to know that if you're holding on to your situation out of fear, if you guys would just let go, those timelines collapse into love ultimately. You guys are headed to love, to universal oneness, and you cannot do that till you ditch the toxic relationships around you. So try to let go of whoever it is poisoning your soul, your energy. Oh, and I'll throw this in there too, because you don't realize energetically these people are latching onto you. Yeah, the toxic family members, they're attracted to your light like spiritual parasites. So if they're not able to tune into that universal life force energy all around them in a spiritual capacity, they're going to latch onto those around you, and we don't really notice. So you really do need to do an inventory and ditch the toxic people bad. Amy Lewis. Perfect. And then the healing begins, right? Amazing that you left. You're inspiring more people than you know. And then I'm sure you had some type of detox symptoms too, because when you even have a breakup, you're usually separating your energy from someone that you've been merging with on all levels. So you go through some mild detox symptoms as well too. You know, when you're in those narcissistic or toxic relationships, it does a lot of damage to your DNA and your light body as well. I do a lot of repair work for that because it can really damage your aura and your energy fields and things like that from spiritual attacks or being treated like shit or talked bad to all the time. You notice that a lot of people that stay in toxic relationships, ultimately they can get sick too after a while. I'm Amy. The initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. Not everyone can come with you on your journey, that's the thing. So we think we can just take everyone with us like I want to do, but not everyone is ultimately going to go with you on these timelines. So we really had to learn how to let go, and that's amazing you did. Hildy Colorado. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. We have to stay really positive and high vibe with this space storm energy. It's just never been more important, but we need to dream bigger. We're always trying to manifest like according to the prison planet paradigm, and we just really need to unlimit what we think is possible right now, and we need to come back to our infinite potential, and we're not there yet. That's why our gifts and abilities are coming out as the frequencies are rising, and it's amazing, but we have a long way to go because we're not yet using that infinite potential yet that we possess. We're getting there. We're getting to be better manifestors, and we're tuning into the spiritual all around us, but we have a lot of work to go do too. The planet's just going to continue to go up in frequency, and as it does, it's just going to continue to amplify our abilities and what we're able to do. It's transforming us on every level. DM, amazing to see you. I never see you on my feeds. My iPad already overheated like twice. I'm having device issues. I'll just roll with it though. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing, and they really are. So sometimes I don't feel like I'm going to do a lot today. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing a lot around here. You know, we're supposed to be into self-care, and I'm taking a lot of baths, and I'm doing this kind of spiritual work. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing a lot. It's okay. You are. So it's okay if you're tired and you need to lay around and you need to rest, because your body is changing at such a fast rate on a cellular level. So it can feel like, oh my God, I'm not getting a lot done. I'm just laying around a lot and I'm not feeling good. If you guys have ascension symptoms, listen to your body during this time. If you're tired, rest. If you need to, lay around. So listen to your body, more water. These energies are really doing a lot for our body. So it can feel like you're not doing a lot. It's okay. You're changing on an internal level. You really are. You're making huge shifts within yourselves. And if you guys are having ascension symptoms, I told you yesterday, that's because we're making collective shifts and we're making these individual ones. And if you're having ascension symptoms, you probably just jumped timelines. I couldn't remember if I did DM, but Aaron. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the porthole of your heart. And you know what? It's amazing. Our heart chakra, how many beats it puts out, the electromagnetic beats per minute. It's just mind-blowing to us. And that is our connection to everything around us. Work on your heart chakra more. It's my main focus. I had to go to the United Kingdom to work on my heart chakra on deeper levels. You guys know it aligns with the past life I do, and I do most of my healing work through that chakra, and I focus on that chakra a lot because our past lives really most affect that chakra and what's going on here now. So I knew that in my journey I had to come to the United Kingdom so that I could be on these heart chakra frequencies so that I could use them for the healing work I'm doing, and it's been amazing. And the thing is, I've been connecting with a lot of my friends on here for a while doing my videos, and so now I'm able to share this energy with you. I'm able to get on live feed and I'm able to connect with you and channel it out to you. So I know that in my own journey, I'm doing crazy healing on that chakra here. I've been doing a lot of heart chakra purging and a lot of, related work to that chakra. And it's amazing to channel that energy out to everyone, because I explain to people it's so much high frequency here. It's more higher in frequency than the United States. It was like, the East Coast was pretty low and Cali was one way, and it's a lot higher frequency here. Aaron, take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. We need to take a break for sure. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to ground today. I'm very ungrounded. I'm very ungrounded. I'm really trying to ground while I do this video. It was like cutting out the last one. I'll be getting outside into my garden after, so try to stay grounded. If you're like me and you feel like you're floating away, try to get outside. Heather Campbell, amazing to see you. Yeah, get rid of the toxic friends. Get rid of the one-sided exchanges where you feel like you're doing all the work all the time too. Things should be reciprocated, but you can just, it's not that maybe the people are so horrible. They probably are. They're probably not good for your energy. But the thing is, in holding on to people that aren't a fit for you, you're just blocking new people from coming into your life. So we have to clear space to create new things. I had to hit the reset button on my life real over the top. And in doing so, I had complete space to create anything that I wanted. And it was very powerful. So we need to do more clearing and to create more space, in our personal lives, in our houses, all around us. Heather, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature, and we really need to be vibrating on the same frequencies as the earth as it does its ascension, so we need to get outside more. We're going to be feeling the need and the desire to be outside in nature more as we're becoming more awake. Andrea Jade, sending crazy love. Trust the niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? We need to listen to our intuition. You would know better than anyone about your own situation, and that intuition is an internal compass leading you home on this journey. You need to always listen to it, and it will become stronger the more you use it. Your intuition is never wrong. Vicki Willis. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And we don't understand this process. I put up this post on my healing pages this morning saying that we're participating in a giant symphony. It is like you are an instrument. You are one note in this giant universal orchestra. And it took you a long time to get calibrated to the right frequencies to be who you are now. And it took a lot of work and a lot of growth to get on these right frequencies. And no one else shares a vibration with you. That's the thing. You have your own vibrational frequency, which later you will merge into one with another person. Frankie Borelli. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? It's a big theme today that if we don't see things as perfect around us, then it's something that we need to work on within ourselves. We need to see the divinity in all of this and see, the bigger picture. And so if we're seeing things as, not perfect around us, then it's us that probably has to do some more inner work. That mirror is ever changing. Keep working on yourself, and everything that's getting reflected back will continue to change. Amy Lewis is detoxing. Good. Good. That is exactly what we need to do. My boyfriend's detoxing. He's having a hard purge right now from all the vitamins, but it's really what he needs, and he's just clearing stuck energy. So if you guys are detoxing and you're having detox symptoms real bad, then you guys really need it too. Use it as a gauge. Amy, Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Lisa Cleveland. No. Wait. Postpone. Pause. Just say no. Boundaries. We are working on boundaries on these feeds big time. We are working on saying no when we want to say no. As empaths and healers, we tend to just say yes all the time to everything. Okay, I'll be there. Sure, I'll save you. What do you need? Okay. So we need to learn how to say no when our intuition is telling us no, because it is protecting us a lot of the time. Gina Rodriguez. Lumeria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. And I have a strong Lumerian and Lanian connection, as does our whole consciousness group. So your soul should be pulling you to Mount Shasta so that you can go play in those Lumerian frequencies at some point in your journey. Let's see. Angelica Clark. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. We really have been, and we're just coming back into who we are vibrationally. So we're kind of getting there, but we have been more than trained. Not just the whole cycle of lifetimes we have, but before that we were at a place where we could even do this. And so now we're coming back at it a cycle later, and we had a lot of lessons and a lot of soul growth. So we are beyond ready for this moment. Alexis Schwartz. Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And that's a powerful thing that I'm working on in my own life, because I have a lot of ancestors that have a vested interest in what I'm doing here now in sharing genetics in a bloodline. And so do all of us. And you really had to think about this, that this started long before us, everything happening here. We're very interconnected with all of this. More ancestral healing around here. More forgiveness, more ancestral healing, more ancestral clearing. Janet Wright. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? And that's where we're at. As we're becoming more and more authentic, the people around us are becoming more and more authentic, inauthentic usually, and wrong for us. So we're getting back to who we are, and your old friends are just not going to vibe with you anymore. I hate to be the one to tell you, the ones that are asleep and not on the same level. So you're going to need to clear space to attract your soulmates and your soul group back to you to do this ascension, because that's where you're going to find fulfillment. You're going to be more dissatisfied by meaningless relationships and meaningless conversations around you. You're going to want to be talking about substantial things that mean something, and you're going to be less interested in the politics and the Kardashians and the political conversations. You're just going to be craving more meaningful things to feed your soul on this journey. Lindsay Piccolo. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And we are already doing it. It can feel like we have a lot of work to do. Just by being you, you are being used in ways I doubt you're aware of. We all are on every level. We're always right where we should be, doing whatever we should be doing. Amanda Wheeler. This is a very powerful process. It's powerful what's happening all around us, and the synchronicity of all of the light workers' missions that are running in unison, you know, and it really comes together as a whole, and it's just beyond powerful, this transformation and kind of being in the middle of it. Amanda. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. We have to step past that fear now into the unknown, and we need to create bigger. So we're always too afraid to try new things. What if it doesn't work out? No, it actually will. The universe is very aligned with us right now. Marlene Cattrall. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers of the subtle realms. We have a lot of assistance. You know, we're tuning into dragons and fairies and all sorts of things around here, all sorts of benevolent entities. Reach out to your galactic teams and ask them to assist you. Ask your angels to help you. They will not interfere unless you ask, because of free will. Let's see, Andrea Jade. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. And we are coming back to unity around us. I'm seeing amazing things with the light workers working together, forming relationships, meaningful connections, and coming back into unity. And it's very powerful because we're headed back towards oneness, and this will be a galactic oneness. We will once again become a galactic civilization. We always tend to think we're the only life on this planet, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to become once again galactic citizens, and it's going to be more of a universal oneness. So it is happening. Cyril Clark. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And that's where we're all headed for. We're being shaped into those roles as healers and leaders once again, so that we can help do this, because we have a different type of energy than the average sleeper on this planet. So we did come here on paths of service to work and to help and to assist with this on some level. So we're really getting shaped into the people that we're becoming to do all of this. Caitlin Batters. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. We are using a lot of black obsidian around my Reiki space. for cutting cords lately. It works really good. Make sure you guys get some black crystals and things like that. They help ground you. It works amazing. Use your black obsidian. I know you have some somewhere. And make sure that if you guys haven't, join my Sparks of Divine Light groups. I always put the link below, but there's so many comments, it gets lost. I just did a better video in that space probably, so I always do videos every day in those spaces. Join the Sparks of Divine Light healing groups too if you didn't on Facebook where I stream from. Amanda Higgins. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? And these timelines are crumbling all around us, but you have to understand if things are crumbling in your life or falling in, then they're falling into place somewhere else. So when I first got to the UK, I felt like my whole life was falling in. Normally in the past, I probably would have been a control freak and trying to fix it. Instead, I just let it now. Because I know that if things seem like they're falling in around you, then they're falling into place for you somewhere else. Go with the flow. Jessica Coleman. Imra, where are you being called to journey to? I'm feeling this pull to travel more. I've clearly been traveling, but I'm feeling this soul pull to get out and to adventure and to experience new things, meet new people, go see the world, whatever it is. We're being asked to step out and to go on some adventure that we've never been on before. And maybe you can't fly across the planet, but you can go explore a park near where you live that you've never been. You can go check out somewhere historical or something cool by where you live. So I know a lot of people are limited by where they live in their lives, but go explore the unknown. Go do something that you've never done before. Have a new experience. That will move the energy crazy in your life. It'll create more bliss for you and more excitement. Mei Ling. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And that's the amazing thing about the feminine aspect as well. We really are that oracle, and we're able to tune into the unseen as channels kind of in profound ways. So the vibrations are going up on this planet. Our frequencies are going up. We know they can't raise overnight, but crazy things are happening with the Earth's Schumann resonance, and they are going up daily. So we're becoming higher and higher in frequency. Caitlin just dropped Q off at preschool. Hallelujah, right? She's growing up so fast though, right? But hallelujah. Oh my God. Have some me mom time. Do a face mask. Let's see. David Peacock. Peacock. I can't say it. Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And we really started this and things are coming full circle now. We have such an Egyptian past that has led us here to the now. We really are the original light workers, reporting for duty. Work on shining brighter around here. We cannot dispel hate with hate, darkness with darkness. We need to turn the light up in these places. And as these frequencies are hitting the planet, we're holding more and more light. So shine brighter. Julia DeLay. There are so many fairy energies in this house. It's mind-blowing. I was doing my aura pics earlier and I got the most amazing pic caught on camera. Real obvious and crazy. So I'm always catching it on my feeds and things like that. And my students are always like pausing it and finding crazy paranormal things around me. There's the craziest energies in this house. I'm right near the ley lines too. Like I'm right on the ley lines. I'm on like 3 main ley line areas, so there's a powerful energy in this place. I always get stuck in the weird energy places for my job, and so there's a really powerful energy here. We know that, you know, with different things like the equinox energy we just had or the moons, it really thins that veil between the dimensions, and there's going to be more fairy activity and more paranormal activity kind of during these energies. I love it. Julia Starseed, what lights you up? And we have been planted in the perfect places. We always have the harder paths because we're right where we should be and right where we're needed. Jennifer Smith. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. We need to learn how to speak again. We have a very real fear that hangs over consciousness about speaking about our spiritual beliefs because we were really persecuted for going against the grain in places that were very Christian oriented and things like that. We're learning how to find our voice again because our truth is powerful. That's why they're always trying to silence us. That's why they always want to shut us up, silence us, keep us quiet. Kurt Ritz. Akashic. Your guidance is divinely guided. We're able to tune into the Akashic records, Akashic energies, whatever you want to call it more. We're downloading more rapidly. You guys are going to want to meditate more during these energies. You're going to need to do that to keep your energy clear as a channel. We need to remember that we're very empathic. We're light workers. We're like sponges, and we're taking on a lot of negative energies. And if you're not dissipating them out of your body properly, you can become sick. They can really affect you. So make sure you guys are taking a lot of salt baths, saging, taking care of your energy first. Rachel Hobbs. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? We're really healing a lot with both the divine feminine and divine masculine within us. Tune in more to that feminine energy within you. You work with Kundalini energy. Work on more Kundalini. Jennifer Locklear. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And, you know, our consciousness group has a strong connection to Sirius and the Pleiades. So you should be very drawn, everyone on here, to anything blue star oriented. Fred Krumel. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You'll find that as you're becoming more and more authentic and you're on your spiritual path, a lot of people will vibrate away from you. You guys will lose a lot of people on this journey if you're putting in the inner work. I guarantee it, and that's a good thing. You guys are coming back into alignment with yourselves, and you're becoming more and more authentic, so you're not going to fit in with the same people anymore. Like I keep on saying, keep working on yourself, and you'll end up right where you should be, around who you should be. Alicia Ann, the link is right above to my business page. I just put 2 articles up there this morning. I put a couple up there yesterday, and there's a search bar on that site, and you guys can search for like any topic, and there's tons of articles. The store is easy to find. I teach energy healing classes, but I also do a lot of activations and different types of healings. Definitely check my site out. Alicia, dance. Do something to shift your vibration, and we're all about laughing, dancing, staying high vibe. That's one way to move the energy. If you guys, a lot of you guys are conscious parenting, or you've been around little kids, and they're the type to run around. They dance a lot, they run around, they're always moving around, right? Well, they're masters at moving the energy in these spaces, so they are always running around and dancing. We need to kind of run around more, have more fun. Rachel Hobbs Simpson. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Things we're working on around our movement. Saying no, having better boundaries, ditching the toxic people, getting rid of bad relationships, getting rid of the pharmaceuticals. This is time to get rid of anything not serving you. Symptoms of a toxic person. People who you make you feel drained after hanging out with them. You might hang out with them for lunch and you might need a nap. Like your whole day is ruined. You might get headaches in the third eye. You might just feel low energy. You might just feel miserable being around them. They might make you nauseous or sick, or you could hang out with them and get sick the next day. Red flags. Listen to your body. Casey Hendrick. Yes, just say yes. And we need to stay really positive and high vibe with this energy right now. We really do. At least until Tuesday, but at the least today and tomorrow. We have unstable energy, and it is affecting our thoughts and the vibrations we are putting out with them. So we really need to just stay focused on what we want to see create. Unless you want to make things a lot worse around here with your negative thinking. Because so many people are so fast to blame the government and these systems and everyone else for everything going on. Not taking into consideration our thoughts are creating the reality around us. So if you guys are seeing things you don't like in the media or politics, get a grip on your mind. Start to think more positive, and this stuff will come together for all of humanity. We have a lot of work to do here, so stay really positive with your thoughts. We have enough negative stuff manifesting around us. We want to stay positive and see good things. Tony Berry. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And I'm sending you tons of Reiki, but you already know that. Let's see. Dana Shipman. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I think there's a lot of people really fast to judge other people's missions and paths around here, not understanding they end up in the same place theoretically if you end up at oneness again, right? They all lead to the same place. So we have a lot of different experiences and a lot of different paths getting there, but ultimately they're the same destination. Dienza Duran. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And we should have this soul pull to grow into our roles as light workers and healers and starseeds on whatever level. So you're not going to get bliss if you're not helping and assisting in some way. That is the path to bliss, your mission. That's what my bliss is, my mission in helping people. It's what makes me happy ultimately. So when we're doing jobs that are unfulfilling to us spiritually, they can really have an effect on our soul. They can become toxic for us. We really need to be doing what we were sent here to do on some level. So I know it's been a long journey getting there, but people are really waking up and getting back to where they need to be vibrationally and as light workers and putting in a lot of hard work. So that things are going amazing. Things are right on time. Things are actually part of this divine universal plan that you're very much part of. It might feel like things are, things are getting worse around here. There's more darkness. That's stuff purging to the surface and surfacing and being healed and cleared. So things are not what they seem around here. It can seem like things are just getting really bad or a lot worse around here. No, things are coming into the light and they're being cleared fast for humanity. So things are going amazing. Make sure you guys are doing more self-care with this energy storm. I was doing astrology all morning. I'm playing astrologer today. So I'm going to be here if you guys need me for activations. If you guys have not been attuned to Reiki, make sure you guys go check out my Reiki 1 classes or whatever. I have an online group on here. I send you the videos and the material and I attune you and certify you when you're ready. So check out my energy healing classes. If you guys are having bad ascension symptoms, then you have a lot of energy clearing work to do. If you guys are feeling sick from this energy, tired, like you can't move, work on your energy more. I'm always feeling amazing and I live during these storms, but I had to do a lot of inner work to get there. I tell you guys that we used to have a full moon storm and I would die. I would just feel like I couldn't get out of bed. I would feel like I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. I couldn't do my job. So if I would lay around, I would feel a lot worse. So I really learned how to flow with these energies and I put my body in tune with them. So I'm feeling amazing and I'm here to work. But it takes some practice. I'm always trying to tell you guys and give you a heads up of the energy that's coming so you guys can be prepared too. But more self-care. You guys are going to start to have more vivid dreams starting like now through the winter time. I would suggest that you guys put crystals near your bed and start to do more dream work, start to meditate more, start to work on yourselves, more energy work, more classes. Put the focus back on yourself. We're always trying to change everyone around us, fix the world, fix our friends' problems, fix our families. Put the focus back on yourself with these energy shifts. And if you're feeling ascension symptoms, that's why it's happening, so that you will focus more on yourself. If you're not feeling good, you're probably going to go lay in bed or do something at your house, and you're not going to be as apt to be externalizing everything. So we need to really go within with this energy. Stay focused on what you're manifesting. I always say you guys can use our group's walls for anything. Start to write your manifestations down. I don't care if it's a Facebook post like me where I'm like, I'm getting UK married or whatever I'm trying to create. I just put it on the wall. Write it down. Get a journal. Get a notebook. Make a manifesting list. Start to write it down. Start to speak about the things that you're trying to create. We have like 1 million thoughts a day, and I know we think we have this mastery of the mind, but sometimes we get distorted as channels, and our guides can't understand us all that well. We have so many thoughts. We're all over the place. Write down the things that you're trying to make happen in your life. And I always say to triple that manifesting list. Think bigger. Think of the things you could never afford. If you had, £1 million in your bank account, where would you travel to? What would you do? Start to make a list with that £1 million bank account list. That looks a little bit different than your Prison Planet reality list, where I'm just manifesting crystals and little things. Start to think bigger, because, this energy is creating new pathways, and that's how we land on these probabilities, with our minds and the things we're thinking about. So really dream big with this plan. I don't care. Unrealistic things. The house you could never afford. The car you could never afford. If you guys understand the law of attraction, all you guys need to be is of a certain vibration and positive thinking and putting out the vibes for what you want, and it will materialize. It will attract to you. We're very magnetic now that we are awakened. We're becoming more and more magnetic, so we should be able to easily manifest the possibilities, the probabilities, the items, the things that we want to us. A lot of people are working on manifesting love. It's a big thing around here. Put out the vibes for a love that will uplift consciousness. Put out the vibes for a spiritual union. Too many people got the narcissist or the psychopath in trying to find someone to fix themselves or to fix their situation or whatever it was. When we play the victim, we attract the psychopath every time, right? So put out the vibes for a love that will empower humanity. Just start to put that on your manifesting list. Everyone doesn't realize that we can manifest anything easily, you know, when we're ready for it. They say divine timing. It'll come in divine timing. You're choosing when that timing is. It isn't the universe making you wait for love. You can manifest it now. You don't have to wait. The timing is always now. So work on what you're trying to manifest. Write it down. Put it on the wall. Ditch the toxic people. They're latching onto your energy more than you know in your life. Yes, if they have not cultivated their own light, they're getting it from somewhere. They're not meditating. Let's get real. Ditch the toxic friends, ditch the toxic family members, and watch how fast you fly out of your current situation. I'm going to be back tomorrow to do my feed. I'm going to be talking about Soul Fusion too. I know I'm all over the place. Hit my business page inbox with ideas for videos too. And I'm going to be here all day for healing work for the rest of the day.